just did a live review of the Jet Fuel OG, and I decided that it would probably be a wise time to come back on here, do another live review of the Puro OG that's coming from BTY. BTY is a brand that actually had a funny situation happen very recently where I'm not 100% positive that it was the main guy for it, but one of the members had this insane fight at the one of the most recent, I think it was the Turp Basel or something. Whatever it was this huge event where they had a lot of the most hype beast brands in attendance. They had BZ there, of course, and if you haven't seen it before, I've done 3 interviews with BZ now. I've done 3 interviews with BZ now, all funny ones. The most recent one was the best one because if you watch the first one and then watch the most recent one, it's just like what? It's insane. It's insane. So highly recommend that if you have the time and the patience to watch interviews. That is something I think you'd be very entertained by. But the BTY guy was in a fight at the most recent thing. So it was hilarious because I literally had bought the flower like a day before. So when I was seeing it, I was just like, what the fuck? And just made me go smoke that one first out of all the other ones. It was definitely one of the ones that I picked up and I was expecting a lot from it. I mentioned in the most recent live stream that I got the Jet Fuel Gelato on the same exact day. The Jet Fuel Gelato or the Jet Fuel OG, got the both on the same day from the exact same person. And the jet fuel was literally like half the price of the Puro, and it was way better. This Puro was kind of trash compared to it. I would honestly say if I was to like go as far as grading everything, I would say for the looks, like a 4, for the smell, like a like it wasn't bad. I would say like a 7 for the smell. It wasn't terrible. It was actually peeking out of there. It was showing itself to some extent. For the taste, it was a lot more airy and just weirdly earthy in a lot of weird ways. It wasn't something that I was actually happy with at all for the taste. But I would say for the smell, it would give off a little bit of a gassy, forward. If you know what Kush smells like, it definitely has that Kush, but it's something that I wasn't really seeing in the OG really. I know some people are gonna be like, those are the same exact thing, but I think that OG is going to have a little bit more of that gassy gassiness to a gas where the Kush is actually just gonna have more of this weird, funky, earthy, musky weirdness where it's like it's its own like mental strangeness where it's very interesting. But I would say this Pure Apparel was kind of whack, to be honest. Not the best thing in the world. It wasn't something that I was super happy with when it comes to the taste or the way it actually makes you feel in the end. So it's definitely something that I was highly expecting to be something that was going to rank super high in all the things that I'm doing. I wasn't able to get that result. It was potentially because I got it when it was a little bit older than it should have been, but definitely possible. It's also possible that it was just completely hyped up from the first place, which seems to be the case. But Dodgers aren't bad. Dodgers are definitely pretty good. I've been going through a bunch of baseball cards, and I definitely have a bunch of Dodgers cards right over here. But I have a bunch of cards that I've been going through, posting them up on OfferUp because I think that it's cool to get the collection gathered, get it organized and everything, but also want to see if I can make some money out of it. That being said, though, I relating back to this Pure Apparel, wouldn't give it my recommendation. Would say that this one definitely was more a strain to get if you have a bunch. If you're me, I'm not someone who has a bunch of money to just be balling out right now. So grabbing this wasn't something that I was happy with doing, but it's definitely something if you're someone who is looking for an example of the lower levels of OG, but still getting an experience that is decent, this is for you. But if you're looking for something that's actually going to be really good in everything, go check out the review I just did of the jet fuel. Insanely good. Really good stuff. Really happy with it. I think a lot of people would be extremely happy with the jet fuel. I would say it's like a great example that just because something's cheaper doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It's definitely a good example that genetics really do play a big factor in what's going to be good. So yeah, definitely this collection, it's super unorganized right now, but the ones that I do have organized, like I right away I organized a bunch of the Red Sox ones, and it was insane to see how many that I had in the collection. I have to go through a bunch of them. It's gonna take me super long to go through all of them, but the real main one I was searching for was this Michael Jordan White Sox card that I have, and still can't find that one, but I honestly I just like divided a bunch of them into like certain brands or certain teams by team. I try to like organize them by the team just because realistically, when I'm actually going to look for a certain player, it would be easier to look based on the team. You know what I mean? Just be easier in the end, anyways. But I'm gonna probably end up going and doing like a flea market or something because there's way too many to sell just on like an offer up or eBay or whatever. It's probably going to be one of those things where if I go to a flea market, I'm going to be able to meet some really cool people and also just potentially sell some cards. So much love and respect. I'm not going to bore people. I definitely want to stay as consistent as I can with doing at least one live stream each day where I review a certain strain. I have a bunch of them stored up right now. A bunch of these reviews stored up where I will be posting them as often as I possibly can. I definitely will be more consistent with the interviews on my other channel though. So if you haven't actually already checked out my other channel, the other channel is High Minds Entertainment. That will be where I do a bunch of long form videos, interviews, vlogs, all that fun stuff. Much love and respect to anyone who actually checks it out. You actually do have a opportunity of being in a giveaway though for if you're subscribed to this channel and that channel, you could actually be in this really cool giveaway and win a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun stuff. So I'm going to repost the actual winnings, what you could win on my channel right here, right now.